Hey, DeMar, 15 points in the fourth quarter for you guys. Just what did you kind of see there that led you guys slowing down a bit?
Missed shots, missed free throws. Simple as that. They had some big shots. They had some big shots. We missed a lot of shots. Like you said, we only scored 15 points in the fourth. That was we had it right there. We just couldn't score when we needed to.
DeMar, Mike just shared with us talking about the starts of these games and the attention to detail and the team kind of easing into things instead of attacking or not hitting on the points of focus right away. Have you noticed that? Have you felt that? I know you've talked about the potential that this team has, but it seems like early on you guys are falling far behind and then having to rally out of that.
Yeah, we just, we got to understand we can't put ourselves in a hole. Once we put ourselves in a hole, it's difficult. Teams, all these teams in the league too talented. You give them rhythm, you give them hope. It's tough.
What do you feel like that's doing just to the overall mindset of your team as you kind of battle through some of these, big deficits to have to work your way back?
Yeah, the sense of urgency is there once we down. We play hard, we play more aggressive, we do all the things we need to be doing, but, we do it once we down, 10, 12, 15 points. And we can't live like that. That's a dangerous game to live when you start out like that.
DeMar, through 15, you guys are 8-9, 4-5 at home. What's the emotion in that locker room? Are you guys frustrated at all?
More so frustrated at ourselves, letting a couple games this season just slip away. Like y'all seen, slow first quarters, slow first halves. That's all on us. If we change that around, we easily get back 3 to 4 to 5 games back. And we'd be having different conversations. But just gotta turn it around. It sucks to lose, but gotta get ready for a great team tomorrow night.
DeMar, obviously, coach likes to let you guys play in, with the flow of the game, however the offense is, rolling. Do you feel like when you guys having these, 15-point quarters and stuff like that, the flow kind of changes, or how does that work?
Nah, last couple games when we got the plan, that's what got us back in the game. I think tonight when we was playing to try to be aggressive, the shots that we needed didn't go in, and it kind of just messed up our rhythm, like you said. We played well enough to win, but it's tough to win a game when you only score 15 points in the fourth quarter.
DeMar, Mike, talking about that attention to detail stuff, he said that 2 games in a row now you guys have kind of scripted like a play to start the game with and didn't execute it right. What are you seeing there? What's going on with those?
Just gotta pay attention. You gotta understand. That's an opportunity for us to come out and get something easy. Know what we're doing out the gate. I think when we do that wrong, that's what steamrolls us into those slow starts, because we kind of filling ourselves in, trying to figure it out when other teams just going out there playing, being aggressive.